Good morning. My name is Halima Chowe and I work for Health Education England. I'm also the officer leading on the 2018 National Recruitment process for core surgical training. I'm just going to go through, so this is what I'm going through today. So I'm going through 2017 statistics, then we'll go through the 2018 timeline, and I'll go through the interview process with you, and then what offers and beyond as well. So in terms of 2017 statistics, we had 1,450 applications, and as you can see on the screen, 929 were successful in interview, and I've actually met someone who came to the recruitment process last year. So this is sort of the numbers that we got last year, and for this year, when I say this year, I mean 2018, they're pretty similar, but I can't exactly go into the details of the numbers we've got at this point in time. And then who do we recruit for? So we recruit for England, Scotland, and Wales, so all the regions. And these are the numbers from last year as well. And they are pretty similar as well for this year, and they're actually available on our website. And there is a link in the slides, and I think the slides will be available online, so you can click into the links to our website. So the recruitment timeline, as you may be aware, I don't know if anyone has applied to this year. Has anyone applied? Yeah. So as you may be aware, applications closed on the 30th of November, and we are in the process of longlisting at present. And next week, we'll be sending out the invites to interview. So I would urge you all to just monitor your Oriel accounts, because everything will be communicated for Oriel. So you will know if you're invited to interview or not before the Christmas break. And then again, we've also included this on Oriel. So the timelines of when we'll be doing preferencing, when the interviews are, the venue, and when we are expecting to send out initial offers as well. So for the interviews, so these are the dates. So it's a spread of 2 weeks, so 10 days in total, from the 22nd of January to the 2nd of February. And it's one national selection center, so we will be interviewing each and every applicant for every region. So we're interviewing for England, Scotland, and Wales, and it's just one center. And there will be 3 stations in total, and across 5 circuits. So these are the interview stations. So like I said, there will be 3 stations. Each station is 10 minutes long. And the way it works is you will start with the management station, portfolio station, and then finish with the clinical station. And it's always within this order. And with the management station, you will have a 3-minute leadership presentation, and you have 2 minutes questioning based on that presentation that you will do. And then following one management scenario question, which will be asked by the panel, and that will be for 5 minutes. And for the portfolio station, your portfolio will be reviewed before you go into the room. So when you come to the interview, we'll collect your portfolio, we'll give it to the panel, they'll go through it for 10 minutes, and then the following 10 minutes you'll be in the room, and the panel will be going through your portfolio with you, and you would have to provide evidence of your achievements, basically. And then the clinical station, again, will be 10 minutes, and there's 2 clinical scenario questions, and each is 5 minutes long. So this is just a bit more information about the management station, but I've already mentioned some of it. So this station asks questions around the management of your time and judgment and ethics. So again, you will have a 3-minute pre-prepared presentation that you start with, and then there'll be follow-up questions following that. And then for the portfolio station, so this is very important. We've also included this on Oriel. You will have to prepare your portfolio in advance. I would actually say if you haven't started already, you should be doing it now. We've provided a guidance so it's on our website as well as on Oriel, which will tell you exactly how to arrange your portfolio. There is a checklist, and it also tells you what you're likely to score. Your degrees, your audits, your research. So you have to make sure that you read the guidance that is provided, because it gives you an idea of how well you're going to do in that station. And again, evidence must have been completed by the time of interview. This does not include publications which are in press. So again, make sure that whatever you're putting on the checklist to say you have, it has to be in your portfolio. If you don't have your evidence on the day, you miss scores. You cannot be scored on something that you do not have on the day. And then for the clinical scenario, so again, you would have 2 clinical scenario questions, and this question is to encourage applicants to think on their fit. So, you will be asked questions which are testing your clinical skills. So you have to be prepared again. And then this is the setup of the interview rooms. So when you come to your interview day, the times that we give you is your time for document checking. So you arrive to the venue 30 minutes before the interview, and then we'll go through your document check. And then at that point, we also collect your portfolio. And then when you're taken into the room, so each room we have 2 panel members in the room. And this is pretty much the setup of the rooms. So, they will be asking you questions depending on, what the station is about. And again, the management station, again, is judgment under pressure, and it's about decision-making, leadership and team involvement. And it'll also be assessing, so all 3 stations are assessing what is on the person specification. So again, I urge you to really read through the person specification, make sure you are understanding, make sure you're prepared to be able to answer all the questions during the interview. And then in terms of scoring, so there is 36 marks per panelist, which is 72 marks per station, and then overall across the 3 stations is 216 marks. And in order for you to be successful at interview, you need to score 63%. So you need to have a minimum of 136 out of the 216. None of the stations are weighted, so whatever scores you get, that's your final score. And then in terms of preferencing, we've got 3 weeks of preferencing. The preferencing window will open on the 16th of January and will close on the 2nd of February. So it's closing on the last day of the interviews. If you come into the interview, you've got questions, you can ask us there about preferencing. You can contact us beforehand as well about preferencing. And all preferencing is taking place on Oreo. So again, we highly urge you to always be monitoring your Oreo accounts because everything is done through Oreo. And program information is also available on our website. So again, we've got numbers that we currently have, so you can see which regions are recruiting to what. And again, you only have to preference the programs you're willing to take up. So if you know that you'd never accept a job in Scotland, don't include Scotland in your preferences because it will be offered to you. So preferences are done based on your ranking and what you've chosen as your program. So if you think, I will never work in Scotland, I'll never work in Wales, I don't want to come to London, don't put it as your first choice because we'll give it to you. And then if you decline it, you're out of the recruitment process. So when you're doing your preferences, think really carefully about where you want to go and rank it properly because after you decline an offer, that's it, you'd have to wait for the next recruitment round. And again, guidance is provided to you. It's also in the applicant handbook. Again, I urge you to read it. Everything, again, is available in Oreo, the resource bank. Please use it. It's there for you to use it. So, again, even if you have questions, contact us. We are there to help you to make sure that we get you into the post and into training. And then offers, again, done through Oreo. And this is done by matching you to your rank and your preference. And then first offers, again, will be released on Oreo. What this means is just that we will run. So if you haven't received an offer during the first offers, it does not mean you're not going to get an offer. It just means you may be ranked a little bit lower. So we always recycle offers every 2 days, so every 48 hours. And this does not include weekends, but includes bank holidays. So again, even if you're away on holiday, you're somewhere, just make sure you've got access to the internet. Make sure you've got access to Oreo because if we send you an offer and you do not accept it or hold it, within the next 48 hours, that offer expires and then we have to offer it to somebody else. So again, once you know when offers are going to start happening, start monitoring your account every single day. One other thing to mention as well, I don't know if you've noticed when you're doing your application on Oreo, it now also asks you if you want to receive SMS. The reason why it's actually important for you to accept being opt into SMS is because we do send messages as well when we've sent offers. So we'll send you a text to let you know you've been made an offer, log into your Oreo account. So it's really important when you're doing your application to make sure you're signing up to those things because it's for your benefit. We're not going to use your number for anything else other than just to inform you when things are happening. And then, again, some of you may know, so the 2018 changes is that we are having 3 different sets of preferencing because we are running the ENT run-through pilots and also the IST general surgery pilot posts. So I don't know if there's any current city ones who've reapplied in the room. Okay, because we've had some people reapplying because they want to go for the pilot posts. So again, all of you, this option will be available to you once we release preferencing. So you can choose to opt into the pilot posts. What it means is if you go into those posts, then you will, after your CT2, you can continue through the training without coming back to national recruitment. I do know in the Q&A session room, there is leaflets and things talking about the pilot post, so you have a read if it's something that you'll be interested in. And then when it comes to the preferencing stage, you can preference those posts as well. And again, the numbers are available on our website, so have a look as well. Again, we're not expecting an increase in numbers because some of these numbers have been converted from previous core surgical training numbers, so it's not going to have a big impact on the numbers that we've got. So last year there were 589 programs. We are expecting similar number this year as well. So give or take, it should be around 589. And I think that is the end of my session. I'll be here for the Q&A session, so you can ask me any questions afterwards.